What's up, guys? Sexuality here with another look at some of the figures we got this week. Today we're looking at the Storm Arena Street Fighter Alpha 3 Ryu and Ken, the Image Anime exclusive versions. You got the purple for Ryu and the Ken. Yes, I'm continuing getting these colors. I guess I can't help myself. So Ryu, I think, came out 2 or 3 weeks ago, I believe, and he was actually came up. Went on the site and got him, no problem. You know, as for Ken, I was looking for a deal to get him because obviously he's sold out. So there was a seller on eBay that actually had a good deal with him and this cool Marvel vs. Capcom book. I love these, big books and stuff. So I got a decent, actually a pretty good deal, to be honest, because I think the book is like $60 alone. So, and I basically got Ken for like 100 bucks, compared to what he is now. There's places that sell him for 300. So only thing I had an issue with that seller just a little bit, I think he really overcharged for shipping because he was in Texas, and I know it would have been like $7-8 to ship this, and I paid almost like $25-26 to ship. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain because I got them. Now I just need the pink version, which I missed completely. I don't even know how. I was ready and I completely missed the pink version. So hopefully I can get a good deal on that one. I'm not trying to go $200-300 on these. So if I can get them within the $100 range, I'll do it. But we'll see. I mean, it's not a dire need to get these. If I find a deal, I'll get them. Anyway, so here they are, both in the packaging. Like, we've seen this before on these. Of course, the different colors on these. I don't know, I just can't help myself with these colors. I just love them. I mean, I think they're cool. Not to say that I'm going to do this for every single release, because if not, I'm already running out of room as it is. I don't know if I can see myself with all the characters, but I know Ryu and Ken are, I really like those two characters a lot. So, and definitely Honda. If Honda comes out with 6 colors, I'm gonna get Honda. I mean, it's like, I already got 2 colors, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So here's the front of the back packaging. You can see here's the meter for this is a V-ism, and then this is the A-ism for Ken. It says Street Fighter Alpha 3. And on the side, you got the characters on there. You've seen this before. On the back, we have, the different poses and stuff. And I could have swore that the different poses were for different colors, but I think it's for the isms, is what I believe. So, I think they're the same poses, but if it's if it's another ism, whatever, then you have different poses in the back. I'm talking about this pose right here. They're different on different ones, but we'll see. I mean, it's whatever. So let's get these guys out of the packaging and get a closer look at the Storm Arena Street Fighter Alpha 3 Ken, Ryu, the Image Anime exclusives. All right, let's go and start with Ryu in this purple color. Now, this is a different purple than the other Ken had. So this is kind of like a darker purple. Looks really nice. Looks really cool on this figure. Stands out a lot. On his wristband, and his gloves are brown this time. The other ones were red, and I believe the lighter color, the other colors were yellow. So this is the first time we're seeing brown on this figure, this version of the figure. Really nice. So look at those purple, same body, nothing different on that. Head sculpt, of course, gorgeous, because you got that overlay on the headband, and then you got those eyebrows coming out. So it looks really nice. Really, of course, fluid. These are really nice and fluid. I really like these. Like I said, there's a really nice pretty color to this. Really pretty. Still, my favorite is aqua and the light blue, but this one is a really nice one also. So really, really nice. Like I said, I can't help myself with these. I need to stop, to be honest. It's like, it's one thing or another. And I'm glad I was able to get this one. It was up on sale for a minute, like I would say maybe a couple hours, because when it first hit, I didn't see it, and then I jumped on when I finally saw a post, and that was about an hour or so afterwards. So I was able to grab him, and then he sold out eventually. So you know, I don't think a lot of people wanted this one. I think for some strange reason the Kens are more popular, because I still see aqua, I still see the light blue and aqua Ryu rather than, I think, the blue Ken, and of course definitely the yellow Ken are gone. So I don't know, it just depends. All right, so just like the other figures, comes with his accessories. Let's look at his hands first. And his head, where does his head go? Here's his head, okay. So he does have his two, let's move more real quick. He has this, that one, and the other gripping hand. Well, no, actually that's kind of like the, I guess they're gonna grab you hands, and then he has the Haruken hand, or the fireball hands coming out. And then, so yeah, and then of course he comes with his Fireball. Remember that song from Pitbull? And then of course his screaming head. So like I said, I love that overlay of that. I don't know, it just looks cool. It's really neat. So yeah, there's not much to him. Of course, you know, he does come with his stands and then the effect thing. So I need to start utilizing these, because I'm just putting them away, you know, as I get the figures. So I might have to I need to actually figure out a display for these only, because right now they're mixed in with my Jada figures, and we will see how it is. Akuma from Jada should be coming shortly. And then I think there was and then the Storm Collectibles, the pre-order for that one came out too. So those are coming later down the year. So of course, be on the lookout for that. But anyway, back to Ryu. I don't know why I keep dribbling about other stuff. Let's go ahead and look at Ken. We'll be right. All right, here is Ken, looking pretty cool. Actually, I'm really liking this color. This is a very beautiful yellow color. It looks good on him. It looks really nice. It really pops. So you know, how funny. So I got the purple, the red, the blue, and now the yellow. And wait, oh, and then okay, so the white one is in my pile of loot on Big Bad Twister. So that one will be my one that I need to ship out to myself. So it'll be coming soon. I mean, I don't know exactly when, but I'll be getting that one. So don't you worry, boys and girls. I know you're waiting for the white one too. So as soon as I get more stuff in my pile of loot, I'll go and get it shipped. So I like to do that because $4 shipping, perfect. You know, rather than paying so much, you know, shipping is important to save. All right, anyway, so let's get a closer look at him. Look at his cool face. Look at the yellow hair. It looks really neat. Like you know, there's two different tones. So there's a lighter yellow on the hair compared to the suit. So, and some people say there was some imperfections of the coloring on him, but I'm not seeing any of that. So I'm not sure what they were talking about, but you know, like I said, of course, same book as Ryu, because of the same character. So, you know, which is interesting. But everybody loves Ken and Ryu, so you know, what can I say? So it looks like his tone color is a little lighter, unless it's the same. I'm not too sure. I have to look at it, but you know, ooh, that's a cool pose. Hey, really? Look at that. Look at that gorgeous face of his. Very nice. Like I said, I love the overlay of the hair on the front cover, on the front of his head. Got those big eyelashes. I mean eyebrows. So you know, just like it. And then of course the ponytail. And you got that yellow band on him. So it, you know, it stands out, but then it doesn't in a sense. You know, like it's like, you would think that it would not work because he has yellow hair, but no, it looks good. And of course, his gloves and wristband are yellow, as you can see. So very, very, very gorgeous figure. I'm saying I really like this guy. And of course, he does come with the same stuff he came with the other characters, the other toys. So I mean, the other figures. So you know, same two peace sign, and then the grabbing hands. So the two grabby hands, and then the two fireball hands, and then I do not know what this one is. I'm not sure which hand that goes for, but you know. Then he has his Dragon Punch effect, which is pretty cool, and then his yelling head, and then you know you got the band. The hair is different. Oh no, it's the same. Never mind. Never mind. But you got the different head sculpt, so it's really, really cool. So let's see. Oh yeah, so we can. I'm gonna try to pose him like this on these. Very fun figure. Very, very fun. I really like this version of him. So pretty cool. All right. So let's go ahead and bring the other Kens out and the other Ryus out, so we do give them real quick comparisons. We'll be right back. So far, look at the colors that I have right now for Ryu. It looks like, dang, we got four. Here's the white one. Of course, this is a lighter tone skin than that one. Here is one of my favorites, the blue. The blue, blue, blue. Here, I'm gonna have to zoom out a little bit because I'm gonna scoot it over. And then we got my favorite color, the aqua. So, you know, wow. So now we just need two more of these colors. I think that's God, I forgot. I think it's a black version, like a dark gray version, and then I forgot what the other color was. I wasn't sure if it was it tan color? I don't know. It wasn't a general color. I would like a green one if there was possible, you know, but I don't think there's a green one. I think it's tan. I don't know. All right, well, let's go ahead and look at Mr. Ken. Mr. Ken is my father. Here's the beautiful yellow. That background really makes it pop. Here's the original red. Okay, so yeah, I guess the skin tone is the same color, so, you know, but of course you got the different, you know, headgear, or the hairband. Here's the purple. I don't know, I got that song in my head for some strange reason, and here I am singing it. And then my favorite color, the blue one, so, wow. And like I said, we got the white on Big Bag Toy Store, and I just need the pink, and we're done with this one. We just got I don't know, it's just funny how I'm collecting these. Let's do a real quick look. I want to look at the purple Ryu and purple Ken to show you guys the differences. So this one, like I said, is a darker, kind of more subtle, and this one's more, you know, lighter and a little bit more vibrant than, you know, you can tell the different colors on that. So, you know, but really cool, really rad. All right, so let me get let's get my final thoughts on these, and we'll be right back. All right, here are my final thoughts on the Street Fighter Alpha 3 figures from Storm Arena, the Image Anime exclusive versions. Is it worth the money I paid for the yellow? Yes, it is. I love that color. It looks gorgeous. I'm glad I was able to grab him. Like I said, I just need the pink, and then of course when Ryu comes out with their versions, they will be, you know, I will definitely have that. Hopefully I can grab those in hand and have those out. So we do have the white Ken. So like I said, he's my big bag Toy Story pile loot. Him and Akuma from Jada. So I'll get those soon. They'll be coming in soon. Like I said, I like to wait and get a bunch of figures rather than just pay $4 and you know they're in. But I'm getting a little antsy. I might get them sooner than that because, like I said, I really want that Ken here. So we have 5 Kens. Wow. All right. So what do you guys think of all these colors and exclusivity? Does it frustrate you? Do you hate it? You know, are you collecting the colors also? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, we will see you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.